I will continue the wishes of Happy New Year and Happy Birthday.
Thank
Um,
you.
Liberal MP and chair of the Transport Committee, Peter Schiffke, has announced that they'll be holding hearings to address the travel chaos that happened over the holidays with Via Rail and Sunwing. I'm just wondering, what's your reaction? What do you want to see out of that committee hearing? But also, do you think that the Air Passenger Bill of Rights needs to be strengthened in some way to better protect passengers when they're stuck in situations like this?
I'll start with the second part of the question. Yes, it's clear that the Passenger Bill of Rights is not strong enough, that the government didn't do the work necessary to make sure there's enough teeth or enough repercussions or strength in that bill so that passengers actually get protection. It's clear that that's not been the case, and we're seeing the outcome of that. That a lot of people are stranded. So that's a big problem. Um, with the committee, yeah, I think the committee can do some important work, but that doesn't eschew the minister of transportation from his responsibility or the government from their responsibility. The committee does important work, and that's an opportunity for oversight or for accountability to bring forward witnesses to hear from those companies involved and to hear from their decision makers around why this happened, how it can be prevented. But the Minister of Transport and the Liberal government have the power to actually make decisions right now, to do things right now to protect workers or to protect, sorry, passengers. And they aren't doing the work necessary. It could be strengthening the Bill of Rights. There could also be a lot of these companies, the airline companies in particular, receive lots of public money, and they should be held to account for the treatment of passengers, given the fact they receive so much public money. So there's a lot that the government can do, and what passengers went through, whether it's Sunwing, whether it's Via, whether it's just passengers in general over the holiday season, there was a lot of difficulty that people went through, and there's not enough protections in place for those passengers, and that has to change.
And just as a follow up, then, we do have this air passenger bill of rights. Do you think we need to strengthen protections as well for people traveling in other modes of federal transportation, such as rail transportation, especially when we're looking at a time when we could be expanding rail transportation in Canada?
Yes, I think that's very reasonable. And I think Canadians should expect to have protections, have rights when they travel in our country, whether it's by plane or train. And I think that's a very reasonable consideration and something I would absolutely support. And I think that the natural extension of a Bill of Rights for air passengers would be to extend that to other modes of transportation. And certainly something we should be doing.